right, now we've arrived at the Happy Farmer. I think this might just well be one of the best known pieces in this series, or maybe even the best known piece. All right, so we can talk a little bit about its interpretation. According to Schumann's daughter, Eugenie, this is intended to be kind of like a duet between two people, so the father and the son. And initially we've got that kind of hearty, heavy bass line. So that's intended to be the father, and then the son who joins later on. And this interpretation, musical interpretation, is apparently originating from Clara herself. Okay, if we look at the differences between the sketch and the fair copy, there are a couple of things that are going on. First of all, I can play a little bit from the sketch here. There are already differences, like, within the sketch itself, he crossed out some notes. So he crossed that out, and then we now have what we're familiar with, which is. So my guess is that he might have wanted to make some sort of better top line instead of just having like the C's, running throughout. He decided to maybe add a little bit of interest by opting for something that kind of could be interpreted as a line. Of course, if we continue to look on, here are some more noticeable differences in the middle part. So if you've heard that, originally he had these kind of chords that were in exactly the same range as the melody up top in the right hand. But he later in the fair copy removed them, so now we have. And I think that makes more sense because you don't have the top note of the chord kind of fighting with the melody, so it gives a bit more of a chance for the melody to shine. And also something of interest is right after that, originally he did have the right hand melody going along with the left hands. But for whatever odd reason, he decided to cross that out and remove that in the sketch. But then he reinstated it in the fair copy, so he probably thought better of it and was like, you know what, it does sound better to have the left hand and the right hand doubling. They both have the melody. It's one line coming down. So there's that. And also, originally he had, but straight up he just decided to remove the right hand there just to opt for kind of one clean line down in the bass. Now, I'm not completely sure of why that's the decision that he made in the end, because if you were to interpret it as a duet, maybe you could have like the line both people sing up until the very end, but I guess he decided that he just liked the final results sound better. So yeah, that's about that.